Organelles, structure and function of cells. Here's the anatomy of an animal cell. See, the cell itself is circular, and these are the organelles within it. Plant cell anatomy. Plant cell, more of a square shape, and these are the organelles within it. Animal versus plant cells. Animal and plant cells have several differences and similarities. For example, animal cells do not have a cell wall or chloroplast, but plant cells do. Animal cells are round and irregular in shape, while plant cells have a fixed rectangular shape. The first organelle, the nucleus. The nucleus is the control center of the cell, or the brain of the cell. It commands other organelles to do things, contains genetic information, the DNA, and it also has the nucleolus. It's a small central region of the nucleus with RNA and proteins. The nucleus also has chromosomes. It contains proteins and strands of DNA packed together. It also carries genetic material and tells the cell how to operate. It's a diagram of the nucleus. This is the nucleolus, and these little strands are the DNA. Not all cells have a nucleus. The presence or absence of a nucleus is a defining characteristic of some kingdoms. Prokaryotes have no nucleus, such as bacteria. Eukaryotes contain a nucleus. The next structure, or organelle, cell membrane. All cells are surrounded by a membrane or lipid bilayer. The membrane is semipermeable. This means that the cell membrane controls or regulates what enters and exits the cell, homeostasis. It provides protection. It acts like the skin, contains the contents of the cell. Cell membrane analogy. The cell membrane will be like the security guard of a factory. They will regulate what goes in and out of the factory and will be on the inside of the walls. Third organelle, cell wall. Only present in plants, fungi, bacteria, and algae. Not in animal cells. It protects, supports, and helps keep the cell's shape. Cell wall analogy. If the cell wall was part of a factory, then it would be the structure. The structure that holds the factory together and protects it from weather and keep the factory's shape. Cytoplasm. It's the fluid in the cell, outside of the nucleus. Organelles are located in the cytoplasm. Main functions are storage, energy, and manufacturing. Fluid in the nucleus is NUCLEOPLASM. Alright, here's the nucleus, the nucleolus. The fluid here is the nucleoplasm, and this fluid all around these organelles here is the cytoplasm. It's like a jelly-like substance. Chloroplast. It contains chlorophyll, which traps energy from sunlight to make the sugar glucose. It's only found in plants and blue-green algae. And here's the diagram or the organelle chloroplast. Inside the chloroplast, we have what's called here, these green stacks are called the thylakoid membrane, and the stroma is inside here as well. Vacuoles. Fluid-filled sacs used for storage of food, waste, and water and minerals. can hold things that might be harmful to the cell or waste products, pumps water out of the cell, and is much larger in plants than animals. Vacuole analogy. In a factory, the vacuole could be compared to the dumpster or a holding cell. And plants is huge because it stores all the water that the plant needs. It's a picture of a vacuole in a plant cell. It is gigantic. Next organelle, mitochondria, is the powerhouse of the cell. It generates energy for the cell, has folds to create more surface area to allow for efficiency, site where sugar or glucose is converted into usable energy. And here's the picture of the mitochondria. Mitochondria analogy. In a factory, the mitochondria will be like solar panels. It will be converting energy into usable energy for the factory. Now let's go over some of these questions. See what you remember. What is the function of the cell membrane? Is it A, controls what enters and leaves the cell? B, contains the contents of the cell? C, provides the cell shape and support? Or D, only A and B? The answer is D. It controls what enters and leaves the cell and contains the contents of the cell. Which contains both cell membranes and cell walls? Is it plant cells, animal cells, or both plant and animal cells? Plant cells only have cell membranes and cell walls. The control center of the cell contains, is it A, the nucleus, B, DNA, or C, the cell membrane? Control center. B, DNA. The control center is the nucleus, and the DNA is contained in the nucleus. Cells that contain nuclei are eukaryotes. True or false? True. Prokaryotes do not have a nucleus. Which organelle stores materials? Is it A, mitochondria, B, cell walls, C, vacuoles, or D, nuclei? Answer is C, vacuoles. Holds waste, water, and food supplies. Where are chloroplasts found? Are they in A, plant cells, B, animal cells, C, ER or the endoplasmic reticulum, or D, prokaryotes? Chloroplasts are found in A, plant cells. I hope you have enjoyed this lesson. Please go back over and watch it again if you need to.